Mr. Jagdeo had earlier expressed willingness to testify in the Commission of Inquiry should there be one, but now the opposition leader is not interested in doing so. At a press briefing last week, Mr. Jagdeo said the COI seems to have a political motive and questioned the reason behind investigating the Lindo Creek massacre first instead of having a holistic COI.
And the reason for doing so, because they had accused, you remember they brought in forensic auditors, etc. to do, I think not forensic auditors, someone to do a post-mortem on the bodies. I think the AFC did this. Nigel Hughes was involved. And there was a claim that the security forces, a false claim that the security forces killed these people. So the first move of this government is to try the security forces of our country, who had over 30 of their members killed almost like in such a fashion, such a brutal fashion by these bandits. There's no sympathy for the security forces. The first act of this government is to put the security forces on trial in this Lindo Creek because of that charge, a false charge.
Jagdeo said the PPP backed down from the COI not only because of the terms of reference, but also because of the commissioner who was appointed. Retired Judge Desmond Trotman, who is the father of Minister Raphael Trotman, is the commissioner.
And then expect us to participate in this sort of commission of inquiry? No, it's impossible. It's impossible. This is a farce. It's a farce. It's a political charade. I'm sure they've already written the outcome already.
Although Mr. Jagdeo was president at a time of widespread bloodletting, the opposition leader says lots of questions now need to be answered about that period, even though he never initiated a process to have them answered.
I'd like to start with how the bandits escaped, who gave them money and weapons to go and settle in Buxton, who helped to mobilize the communities in Buxton, or individuals, women, etc., to defend them, who characterized the bandits as freedom fighters, who had regular contacts with these bandits, who tried to cover up massacres like Agricola. All of these things will come out. But that's why they don't want the whole thing. They start at Lindo Creek.
As it relates to convicted drug lord Saheed Roger Khan, whose name is frequently mentioned as the mastermind during that period, referred to by President Granger as the troubled times, Jagdeo distanced himself from Khan and said he had no need for Roger Khan to be on his side. Hear why.
I had at my disposal as president of Guyana 6,000 soldiers and policemen with weapons ranging from handguns to cannons. With the law on our side, I didn't need 15 or 20 drug dealers to fight the case. We had 6,000 soldiers and policemen with every single conceivable weapon, with the right to legally get equipment, which we got, and to track criminals.
The opposition leader said the person who should be questioned about the involvement with Roger Khan is the Commissioner of Police who served during the early 2000s. Minister Winston Felix was that commissioner. Roy Dan James, GP Nightly News.